Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of No Fluff Ark Breaking News with your girl, Angelic Vixen. Before we get into this episode and start covering the news, I want to take a moment and wish Sid, our incredible community manager, a very happy birthday. Today is his birthday and he's taking a few days off, which I'm very happy for him so he can just get some rest and relaxation and clear his head. That way when he comes back, he can deal with all of us again, in a really positive frame of mind. But if you have a chance or you so wish to, the link to his Twitter account is in the description below. Go over and send a special happy birthday to him. He works really hard for us and he really tries to keep us informed with everything going on. And you can clearly tell he tends to be like the go-between between the Ark community and the wildcard dev team. And he takes a lot of heat from both sides. So I just want to say from the LBN community, we appreciate all of your hard work. We hope you have a very special birthday and we look forward to you returning next week. Alright, so we have some exciting stuff going on. So it looks like the dev team has put up new code on their website. And basically, if you look at the picture and kind of watch the video, you can see that everything that we're looking at is changing and becoming more crisp and clear. So the message is there, but you can also see message kind of faded out in the background. So that's pretty reassuring that we're going to continue to get code and these little hints so every so often. And honestly, this is the most fun that I've had in a really long time with Ark because they're putting all of these clues out there for us to figure out. Earlier today, we created a video and put it up on the channel for you to know exactly how to break down the code. We want to empower you, that way you can do it as well. We want as many people to be involved as possible because it's actually a lot of fun. So we don't want to hoard the information. So you're going to be constantly seeing all these people break it down, and we want to teach you how to break it down as well. That way you can be just as empowered as the rest of us. And it can get really confusing, so we're going to try to do our best to explain it so that way you can also participate in this. This is the most recent code. If you need to pause the video to read it, please do. I do not want to make this video longer than it needs to be, but I want to bring you exactly what it says. And there are so many amazing people that are putting up information constantly in the forums, on Reddit, talking about this very thing. So I want to give a huge shout out to everyone that's participating in this. It is so much fun. But the link to the video that Beast did for you guys to learn how to break down the Ark code, I will link it in the description below, so you can just go down there and click on that link and then you can go over. There are two methods listed in that video, the easier method and then the background on how the easier method works, because some people want to know, like, how do you do this in the math equations? And it can get pretty complex, but it's actually really fun. And Beast has a computer science degree and he's been teaching for years, so he loves to teach this stuff. So he got really excited with the opportunity to be able to bring this to you, and he's working on even more stuff. So that way, what we know, what we can do, you can do as well. And that for us is really important, that you can actually decipher the code and you can see exactly what it says, because you never want to take somebody's word for it. You definitely want to do some of the work yourself, because then it's kind of, that fun challenge to see exactly what you can discover. So once you read the transmission logs, it is very interesting the direction they're going, and then having Helena's email in there and then it responding back. That is just absolutely fascinating that the devs thought that deep for this release. I'm actually really impressed. But what direction do you think we're going? Where do you think this might take us? Do you think it's going to be an advancement in the tech? Because it feels very techy, at least in my opinion. So I'm very curious to see the direction that we go, and if there is going to be an advancement in the tech that we can actually earn. And do we need the tech for Ark 2, which might possibly go in the direction of the Homo Deus, because that's what it looked like with Helena at the end of Extinction. But again, for me, the dialogue comes from you guys. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your opinions, because some of you, man, you guys are just so incredibly imaginative, and you can see through a lot of the things that they put out there. And it's amazing the depth that Wildcard goes to, because they did plant all these seeds all the way back from Aberration and then went forward with Extinction, and we just didn't piece it together. Now, people did piece it together, and as I've been doing, I've been giving a huge shout out to Anthomnia, because he's awesome. He really took the time to break it down, and he was 100% correct in the direction we were going. But at the time when he released it, everyone felt really skeptical. So yeah, I would love to hear the direction you think that we're going to be going for Genesis, for Eret Prime. Is it going to be ridiculously tech-based? Or are you excited about it being possibly, tech-based? Or are you discouraged by the fact that it might be very tech-based? I just want to hear the, vast array of things that you guys believe are coming, because it's exciting. We're so close to the release of whatever is coming, the trailer or whatever it is, and that excitement is going to either fuel us or it's going to crush us. And I really hope it's a fuel type aspect and it's like, oh my gosh, we can't wait for this to be released. All right, and we do have some major changes incoming for Ark Mobile. This is what's happening, and this is going to be for August 2019. We'll start with their very first post. It says, our next update expands the no build radius around the obelisk in the multiplayer servers to ensure everyone can access dungeons and tribute artifacts. So let's move on to the next part of this post. All right, so these updates are, I guess, planned for about mid-August, and they have a bunch of fixes and improvements that are also going to come in to play during this time. But one of the biggest things that are going to impact the Ark Mobile players is the obelisk building radius. So it does say mid-August update drops. Any structures within those areas will be automatically wiped. And I don't know if you guys remember, but we went through it on just regular Ark when they put in the redwoods. So they put in those barriers, and if your base was in those barriers, you were going to lose it when it came out. And sure enough, some people did because they just didn't take it serious, which was really unfortunate, for them. So if you play Ark Mobile, you need to come over. The link to this post is in the description below. Look at the map, get a feel for the area, go in and kind of figure out if your base is in jeopardy. I just don't want to see you guys lose all of your hard work. If you have the time, to go in there and fix it, I hope that you will be able to. And two more things that you definitely need to know if you play Ark Mobile. So the floating structures issue, it says, starting with this update, the building exploit, which allows you to build floating structures, will no longer work in any game mode. Any pre-existing structures will remain untouched. However, you may find they will be destroyed once you move or change a piece of structure post-update. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Also, the tech structure resource requirements. It says here, we've heard your feedback on the high eerie element cost of crafting tech structures, and we agree. A successful dungeon run should allow you to craft more than one tech structure. As such, starting with the next update, the eerie element requirement on all core building structures, foundations, walls, doors, etc., will be reduced by 50%. So that is just an absolutely fabulous change that they are making for Ark Mobile. Let me tell you what, Ark Mobile has some really great stuff, and it is definitely worth playing now, so much so. But I definitely wanted to make sure you guys know that there are some major changes coming August 2019. So that's it for this episode of No Fluff Ark Breaking News. I intend to keep them short and straight to the point. If you like that sort of thing, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I will be uploading these every week. If you found yourself liking this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really means a lot to me. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Love you guys, and until next time, keep surviving.
My work saved the human race.